Hello and welcome to Lack Plays. Today we're going to be playing some Darkest Dungeon. It is a roguelite kind of game with a very long campaign. It is incredibly difficult and it has amazing art. It's also a bit Lovecraftian. Now, if you've passed the intro, that means you're interested, and it would mean the absolute world to me if you'd like, and to consider subscribing, and costs you nothing, but it means the world to me. We're almost at 30 subscribers, so we're doing pretty well. Remember, when we get to 100, I'll post pictures of my dogs in a video just for you guys. Now, I make videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday every week, so you'll never be short of entertainment. Let's get into the game. Now, I'm going to create a new game. We're going to be playing with the DLC installed, because it's free, which is lovely. And we're going to be playing Darkest. So, this game has 3 levels of difficulty. Radiant, which is the easiest, Darkest, which is normal, and then Stygian, which is like the metal and it's just dark. So we're going to be playing Darkest. I have not played Radiant. I've played Darkest because I want a challenge. And we're going to be calling this the Darkest, I guess. I was going to name it, but apparently not.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Our redemption. I like that. So the story is that your relative is this owner of a mansion that's over some sort of evil ground, and he performs experiments that unleash this evil upon the land, and so you have to come and help save him and your family and bring them back to redemption. And you are the lord of the land, so you take people from a local hamlet that arrive every week. They arrive once a week, and you get to take them in an adventure. So it's a dark game. Very dark. The whole game you're fighting to keep your men alive, men and women. It's lovely that way. And it's very grim. It's grimdark. That's the correct description for it. Alright, let's go and enter this world. So we have Reynold the Crusader, and so the game has like a map over here, and it has an inventory over here, and you've got to move from room to room. You can also move them like left and right, either by clicking or by using the WASD. Of course I use WASD. So we have Reynold the Crusader, and you can right click on him to see his abilities and his stat information and his resistances, and if he's got any diseases, and if he's got to level up, and what he's afraid of and what he's good at. And you can like change his color if you want. I think it was at 4. Yeah, let's leave him at that. And then we also have a highwayman. So like he's a cheat. This is Dismas. So Dismas and Reynold. So now I'm gonna click to move to the next room. Let's go. So you see at the bottom it shows the torch is where we are. Oh. Alright. So he's attacking first, and he's doing like a group damage one. This also will make our party more afraid, it'll debuff them. So our highwayman, he has like an open vein attack, and a grape shot blast, and a pistol ranged shot, and then like a buff ability. So let's just use open vein onto this brigand. These guys are really easy at the beginning of the game, so they shouldn't prove much of a challenge. So let's just smite you, sir, and goodbye. Alright, then you get like the loot at the end, typical style for this kind of game, and you just gotta keep... So, that right there is fear, and that happens just gradually. It's like stress. I say fear, it's called stress. And when it reaches 100, then your character gets an insanity perk, and if it reaches 200, like goes over again, then they actually become even worse. So let's interact with this. Someone has camped here recently. So there's usually an option to, like, point and click style, use an object with the thing, but I don't want to do that. I want to check the tent. Alright. Jade, gold. So like this inventory is quite small as well, so you often need to, like, okay, I don't have any torches. Normally, I'd carry torches with my characters, and then you keep the light bright so that, thank you for interrupting me. So, you pretty much keep the game bright so that you can always find where you want to go. So I'm going to try and dispatch this Fusilier first, because the ones at the back are normally the most dangerous enemies to face. And they often cause the most fear. The guys at the front are more tanky, and oh, that was a big hit. No, don't fall back, you idiots. Do I have an ability that can... Okay, I don't have an ability that he can move forward with, but I can still do... Let's stun him. That should stun. Aw, he resisted it. That's a pity. So the way that you tell who has turns left is by the little strike thing next to each of the health bars. It took me a while to find that, but it doesn't tell you the actual order of turns. You can see your hero's speed, though. And like your weapons can increase speed and stuff, and you can upgrade them later. Right, let me... There's this one... Okay, let's just open vein on him. There we go. Because that can give him bleed, right? Bleed and blight are the main two things in the game in that regard. And let's actually just move you forward. Alright, there you go, Reynold. Forward and at him! Dodge, my men! Dodge the bullets from that brigand. Also, this game looks incredible. It's one of the best games I've seen. In fact, it's probably one of my favorite games. And I bought it just because I saw the trailer. If you haven't seen it, it's incredible, the trailer. Oh, shoot. I can't lose the first battle? No. Alright, let me buff you. So this protection gives you an increased chance of avoiding damage. Alright, let's use Grape Shot Blast. Because that might... Okay, there we go. We got him. So, they leave, like, corpses behind that you need to destroy sometimes to move the enemies forward so that you can hit them. Your players don't do that, but theirs do. Unless you play multiplayer. This game actually has quite an extensive multiplayer. So let's see. Damage, so this is modifier minus 15, minus 15. This one's more accurate. So let's do open vein. Alright. No, please don't kill Reynold. I just have him. Oi, oi, oi. So this game is pretty brutal. Like, this is the tutorial. So it's a bit like D&D. He's at death's door. There's a chance for him to die. If I can heal him, then he gets out of it. But I don't have anything to heal with. Like, at all. Because it's the start of the game. I didn't get to choose my equipment. And I usually carry 1 or 2 healers in my group, just because I'm kind of find it easier. Alright, that's good. Yeah, buff up. Let's see, do I have anything? Because he's still taking bleed damage. Oh, okay, I completed it, so fortunately he's going to survive. Let us continue adventuring though, because I want to get the chest first. This is something that I did not realize. For a long time... Aww. Come on. Well, at least I'm done. So, I didn't realize that you had to click stay to keep the actual chest item at the end of each run. There we go. Give me the money and the heirlooms. Sorry, heirlooms. Heirlooms. So the heirlooms in this game... Oh, leveled up. Nice. It's not easy to level them up in this game. I don't know how I managed it. And they got no negative traits? Huh. Let's go. So now we're going to return to the hamlet and we're going to be able to give our guys some relaxation stuff, hopefully, and recruit some new heroes. So it's a party of 4.
Such as it is.
Alright.
Squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands. They are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Alright, so the first thing that I want to do is, there's no fallen heroes, are there?
Will end up here,
No.
covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Alright, what I first want to do is come to this.
Men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses.
Fools and
Will find their way
corpses.
to us now that the road is clear.
Okay, let me upgrade the stagecoach network so that I can get 3 heroes a day. And let me just take both of these guys. So let's take the Plague Doctor, and let's take the Seeker. So both of these guys are quite useful. Like, the Plague Doctor has some great ranged abilities, and so he's nice as a 3rd. He's also got decent damage. Like, not great crit rate or anything, but he's quite alright. I haven't played much with them. I have used a lot of the Seekers, though, because their stun ability is amazing. I mean, it does little damage, but the stun is great, and the fact that you can heal each round, and then you unlock the Divine Comfort ability as well. It's just one of the best characters. If I could get 2 of them in a party, then it's amazing. These guys are great tanks as well. I don't think there's a character I've come across yet that doesn't just feel nice to have on your team. Alright, let's see, shop. Kind of, oh wow, that's expensive. So each character can have like 2 trinkets. Alright, nothing else is unlocked, because this is a new campaign. Alright, let us embark. Yee. So the first place that you start is the ruins. Now I made a mistake and started entering these other places really early after my first adventure, whereas you want to try and build up your heroes and level them up. Let's see, what's your preferred positions? Oh, you both like to be... That's a pity. There we go, I think he's a little better. It's because of the abilities that determine where they should be positioned. Alright, so our party, it gives them names as well, which is really cool. Like, for each setup of the party, it'll give a different name. So this group, the Red Hook, will go into the ruins and search for treasure.
Measured now in gold, later in blood.
So let us get some food. I'm just going to take a little more than I need. And let's take 1 key. I don't think that will I need it, but if there's a chest there, then that's useful. And let's bring 1 holy water. Oh, we've already got 1. Let's bring some one medicinal herb, because it's expensive to go on these trips, so you need to hope that you get decent treasure out of it. Alright, here we go, our first adventure. So let us move to this room. So the little arrow thing indicates which room you're going to next, and you've got to like watch the path for traps, because so many times have I stepped into traps. Okay, so this is an unburned torch. You just collect that. Very, very nice. Oh, let's hit. So I'm gonna hit T to quickly add. Whoa, what is this? Glitching? That was weird. Thanks, OBS. Alright. Battlefield medicine. Does he have nothing that can attack? Oh, wow. This is a bad position for him. I need to get better characters. So let's see. He can do curing. You know what? Let me move you forward, because that's going to be useless having him in that position. And let's open vein. That might even kill him. Yeah, kill him 1 shot. There we go. These bone rebels are kind of useless. Like, look, they're resistant to bleed, but not much else. Okay, let's stun you. That should stun him. Yeah. We're not even going to take any damage. Come on, smite. Be smitten, zombie from the abyss. Let's... Forgotten its contents unknown. Alright, let's try using the key. Aw, that was a waste of 200. Shovel. Alright,
Trinkets and
that's,
baubles
that's not bad.
paid for in blood.
Let us... Oh, we got scouting. So the scouting shows you what's going to be in between the next room. It doesn't always show you everything, but we can see an obstacle and we can see a battle. So let us click on the next room, move to this room, and go, and you'll see that it shows us. Alright, fortunately we did get a shovel, so let's use the shovel. If you don't have a shovel, it means that you need to use your character's health to get past those things, and that's quite unfortunate. Alright, again, these cultist acolytes are so much more annoying than the bone soldier and rabble and stuff, because they do, they usually have abilities. I don't think this one does, but they usually have abilities that strike fear and stuff into your characters. So let's not do Plague Grenade, let's do Incision, and just take out the second guy. He should die quite quickly. Alright, see, okay, there it is. The stressful incantation. That's what I don't like. Because check how much stress that gave. Right there. Alright, let's hit T, which uses up one of our torches, so that we can stay bright and have the advantage. And let us use Grape Shot Blast. Love it! The Highwayman is quite good at the early stages, but his thing isn't that accurate, so it gets worse as you get later in the game, because these guys don't really have much dodge or protection. Alright, let's stun you. Very good. Okay, and let's take out the skeleton. So, that was pretty good. I think we looked like so little damage and only some stress. So this guy's pretty much dead. Pistol shot is pretty good ability. That was a weak shot. Why are your game so bad right now? Let's use the grenade. There we go. Be Blighted Acolyte from the Abyss. So they actually get buffed after you stun them in order to prevent like a stacking buff, a stacking stun, like stun lock. That's what it's called. It's called stun lock. They actually prevent you from doing it by buffing them against being stunned after you stun them for a turn or two. Alright, that was alright. Let us enter deeper into the ruins. Oh yay! Scouting, that's nice. So let us go for the... Do we want the treasure room or the curio? I think we feel like treasure today. Treasure. And I must watch for traps, because I haven't seen a trap yet. And... Ooh, whistles. Oh, okay, sir. No. So, he has this thing called kleptomania. He's a kleptomaniac, which means that sometimes he'll steal items so that I don't actually get them, which is quite frustrating actually, when you've worked hard to get something and then it just goes away. Alright. Treasure room. A pretty weak group again. Let me Incision. Take out the second guy with that. That'll do quite a bit of damage. Alright. Don't you strike fear. Oi, oi, oi. By the way, I think that your character in this game is actually just being escorted by these guys, which is kind of funny in my opinion. I found that kind of funny. Like, I'm the rich nephew or something, just chilling here, like, fight for me, fight for me. Please, kill them. I find that weird. Oh, yes, they're bleeding, I noticed. Let me hit them up with a bandage. Love it. And let's take out this guy. The melee attacks normally do a lot more damage, which makes sense. But, like, I think I've mentioned that I liked Pokemon before. Oh, what's that? Center map on body. Oh, okay. It's another. Oh, I've seen that before. So these kind of games where you get abilities and choice and stuff, and you're recruiting heroes, it's reminiscent of that, but it's got a lot more depth to it, in my opinion, than something like that. It just feels a lot, or it just feels like that. I don't know. I don't need to explain why a game feels good. This game feels pretty good. Ooh! I love it. And they got like inspired by that, so they lost some of their fear. Alright, let me open the chest. It's got family sigil, so that usually means they're safe. Okay. Let's go. So, let's just go right now, and then I think we're gonna go down to the battle in the room with the curio, because I do kind of like the idea of... Oh! Well, I missed that one. I'm so sorry. What's your name? Dismas. So it's Dismas, Reynold. I don't need to open their menus. Marchmain? Main? Marchmain. And, Trelly. Sorry, Reynold. Alright, let's light up the room. Light the way to my... Oh, scouting. Again. That's fortunate. Okay, there's a trap there. Watch, guys. I'm gonna watch for the trap. I will not step in the trap. And there's the room battle with treasure. Let's go down then. Where's the trap? Okay, there's the trap. Look. So now let me select who's the best for dealing with traps. So 20%, disarm 60%, disarm 90%. Let's do the highwayman. Sir, please disarm. Disarm the... Oh, cop! No! Oh, that is not good. He failed. He had 90% chance, and he freaking failed. Oh, come on. That is bad luck. Alright, let's get this curio. Ooh, it's like a blessing thing. I need to get her to touch it. These things are amazing. Let's go. Bang! Oh, excuse me. That is unfortunate. Okay, plague grenade, blinding gas, incision. Ugh. Again, this is not great positioning and stuff, and he's not, the plague doctor thing, whatever he's called, he's not great at this stage of the game. Let's do some healing. Highwayman. Ooh! That was saucy. Very saucy. I love the chunkiness of the battle sounds. And the blood effects and everything. It's so good. Take you down, sir. It took me quite a while to learn like the abilities in the game and what they do and how and like what everything in the game does, because it's a bit complicated. But once you've got the hang of it, it all makes so much sense on what you need to keep track of. I've probably played about 6 or 7 hours, and I only beat the first boss, so there's a lot of depth to this game. And I like that. I'll probably beat it much faster now, though, because I've got a little bit of experience. I kind of know which enemies to prioritize, and how to not let my heroes die, because the thing is I kept letting them die instead of running away, and that meant that I just constantly had new heroes going into fights that were too hard for themselves. Because when your heroes die, the best thing to do is to just create, like start again and do an easier battle, right? Which makes sense in the long run. Alright, let's get you to put holy water on the statue. And that should give a big bonus. Yee, look at that. And all the stress gone as well. Lovely. And so if I come this way and then go back to this room, there is a curio over there. So I really want to see that. What is it? Supplies. The sack's contents are yours. No! I keep forgetting not to let him... Oh. Can I go back to this room? Okay, I can't. Good. I've never actually done that. Now let me come up here again. And we're just gonna waddle along. Let me hit T again. How many torches do I have left? 3. Alright, that's more than enough to just get through these final rooms. Hopefully. I say that, hopefully. Okay, you are not opening that, sir. Ooh, food. That's actually a lot of food to find in one thing. That's really lucky. And I've got to watch for traps, Oh, hunger. So, every so often your party gets hungry and then you've got to use up food resources. and it regains health, but if you don't have food, then you take damage and stress. So there we go. Let's take the food. And it's worth noting this is quite a good run. I mean, the loot isn't amazing. Can I just see if there's a fight in this room? Okay, there isn't. Did I miss something? An obstacle? Yeah. Very good. So, that's a basic introduction to this game. Hope you've enjoyed spending the time with me, and I look forward to doing it again. This is a game that I really, really like. So I will love if you let me know what you think in the comments, let me know what you like about it, and what you think of Darkest Dungeon. Thanks for joining me, and goodbye.